The girth of his what?
You're like a father to me.
Hey! And go.
Praise Kier, everybody. It's Adam from FWCI, and this is Severance Season 2 episode... You know what the episode is. Before we get into it, Lumon just shared a video on Twitter today, and I started watching it, and it looked really interesting, so I thought I'd check it out on the channel. First of all, patreon.com/FWCI if you want to support the channel further. Second of all, Tropical Cyclone Alfred is circling off the coast near where I live. Currently, it's eerily quiet out there. I'm expecting potential cyclone conditions to hit maybe even as early as before I finish this reaction. That's not a joke. I'm not gonna make up some sound effects and chuck it in there at the end. If shit's going down, it's going down. It's this guy, this fucker. It's actually taking a little while to make land. So a few days ago, I didn't even think I was gonna have power at the time of Severance coming up. So hopefully I can continue the streak of getting this up nice and early because I know you guys appreciate it. Let's see what this video is about Lumen. You'll see what it is. It's weird.
Lumen Industries is the preeminent and leading biotechnology partner in Kier. But not just that. It is one of the largest and most experienced industrial laboratories in the world.
Kier is a place?
Designing, seeking new knowledge and new understanding. Their aim is to
I mean, why do I feel like all these tests and shit have some really legit relevance to what's going on? A telephone with a thing spinning around? Is that a... I don't know. That's just...
is the acclaimed Severance technology, which has revolutionized work-life balance for employees. This innovation is so radical in design.
How long ago was this? With that being said, Lumen's really fucky with their, like, retro shit, so this might be brand new.
The Severance technology has the potential to impact various aspects of human life.
Yeah, this is what Miss Casey is testing, or Gemma, I should say.
The followers of Kier everywhere who gave it the opportunity to be of service. They have grown together, these cities and villages of Kier and Lumen Industries.
Okay, so that sounds like the town is, you know, kind of all relevant to Lumen.
Proud of being able to further its biotechnology advancements, whatever the hour. Proud and happy.
Whatever the hour? Alright. Didn't see any goats. This is Severance, Series 2, Episode 8. Sweet Vitriol. Yeah, where are you at, Cobel?
Call her.
Who?
Harmony Cobel. She might know how to get in the cabin. I mean, fuck, she might know
this is sus. This is really sus. This makes me question the sister.
Harmony.
Yeah, this was the last time we saw Cobel, wasn't it? She just cheesed it out of the Lumen car park. You know, 1987 Mitsubishi Colt. What's up with all the cars in this town? Why are they all so old? I think they're isolated somewhere. I don't know where they are. Are they on a different planet? I don't know. Let's just throwing it all out there. Water. So much water in this show. By the way, I just realized her name, Harmony. Harmony means balance. The duality of everything in this show. And also, that thing that I showed you before, the Lumon video, Lumen Industries posted that, and then like an hour later they reposted the same thing. I wonder if that's like a innie outie kind of inside joke. Where the fuck is this? Look at this place. I'm still thinking Siberia. You never seen a homeless person before? Is that what's going on here? Okay, so she's clearly learned a lot. No! Oh, is he huffing paint? Is that what that was? Okay. Devon's last name wouldn't be Scout, though, either. It'd be whatever Rickon's name is. So, like, something wanky like Birmingham.
Thank you. Hey, Rose. You want a refill?
What the fuck is going on? What is this place? Like, Lumen's been around so long based on that video we watched. That old lady could have been one of the first 7 employees. Because I'm guessing 50s for that video?
Harmony, Cobel. Well, flip my toboggan.
Yeah, these people are very familiar with Lumen by the looks of things.
Tables are for paying customers.
Fine, then buy me a coffee.
What the fuck is going on here?
You know, around with the market readjustment from a few years ago and the fluctuating interest rates, there was a retrenchment from some of the core infrastructure investments.
So Lumen's not even supporting this town anymore. Not gonna lie. I'm liking the look of this guy's double glazing at this point.
Give me that candy! Play with my mind!
Yeah, we've got some interesting lyrics in this song. So we're hearing this song on the radio here. I feel like that's one of the first times we've heard music in this show. Does this song really exist? Is that an actual artist, or is this just something made up for the program? It's how heightened my paranoia is on this show. Cobel, you need the fucking favor, get out of the car. Jesus. Why is she coming in here with such big dick energy? Like, yeah, you fuckers. You are the one who needs the favor. Oh my god, what is this, a game of chess?
I need you to drive me to Sissy's.
No thanks.
Sissies?
How much trouble are you in?
All of it. She's in all of the trouble.
Why would I help you with anything?
We were once chums.
It's not a good enough reason for me.
Colleagues. Child fucking labor.
Whoa, okay. What is this? How long have these people been here?
You can help me or not. But I'll not be the punchy dummy for your resentments.
What the hell? So what I'm getting from this is Cobel does not know how to ask for a favor. At all. Is she in the car? No. Oh my god, she's in the back. The setting of this show has to be significant, because there's no way that you would be like, alright, we're gonna make a show. Where should we set it? I don't know, in an icy wasteland. Start scouting locations, everyone. I don't get that.
You are not welcome here.
Come on in.
Pass. I do not want that huff peddler on my property.
You gave him his thirst for it.
Oh yeah, that's right. That would. He's dealing drugs at this cafe. Quarterly striver. 47th quarter, year of vision. Youth apprentice. Something or other. Celestine Sissy Cobel. All right, so the sister is, at least at one point in time, pretty good with all this Lumen bullshit.
Sold to the poor.
Oh, that's right. She's coming here to get something. Fuck.
I sit in this house. You do not.
So that's Sissy, right?
What have you done, little mouse? That room stays shut until all who remember her sit with Kier. You know this.
Yeah, that sounds sus.
After you pulled the tube from her gullet.
Oh my god, this is fucking mental. Some serious family issues.
If only she had been a believer. Perhaps she would have found solace in the 9.
So the mum doesn't believe all of Kier's bullshit?
Mr. Egan saw Kier in you. He really did.
This is everything you've sacrificed for this company, Harmony?
Even at the factory, no apprentice was more industrious than you.
What the fuck are you making in this factory? Goats?
Return and plead forgiveness, child. The Egans will grant it.
Yeah, here we go. Hey, they don't even lock it up. I see a goat. I see 2 goats. Any more goats? I'm sure there are.
I found it!
And you're very humble in your victory there, Cobel. H. Cobel. Oh, yeah, this looks a bit more abandoned. That's such a bizarre custom. Nobody can go into the room until everybody that knew her has passed away. That's very odd. It's almost like compartmentalizing history for the purpose of, I don't know. It's worth a shot. I mean, fuck. It wouldn't be the weirdest thing that happened in this show if an old lady materialized out of thin air. What are you doing? What are you doing? Is she a drug addict? Or is this just a full... I guess she's gone through a lot. She's learning... Well, she's not really learning to be humble, but she's in a humbling situation, I guess, which is very different. Which is probably not usual for her. This is a pretty big overreaction, though. What does this mean for her, though? Is this her becoming a human? Or is she going to double down on being a crazy psycho? Oh yeah, no shit. Old mate is still waiting outside in his car. It's cold out there. Pretty sure he was in the middle of his day at work, too.
You barely knew her.
She hated Lumen more than I did, so I needed to know.
Sounds like a good lady. I know what that look means. Are they gonna fuck on this bed? Because Sissy's probably gonna object to that, I just want to say. Oh, you want to get high? Oh, fuck, This is why Sissy doesn't want you in her house, man. Oh, right, so this is what old mate was doing at the railway yard as well. What the hell is this?
It's shameful that you sell it.
That's foreplay. That is not her, you know, being upset that he's selling this shit. That's her saying, ooh, come on, bad boy. What the hell are they looking? Oh god, this looks promising. Hidden bunker out in the middle of the snow. Okay, that's their yearbook. Alright. Annual reminiscences, everybody. Harmony Cobel, valedictorian. Huh. James Egan Wintertide Fellowship. Oh, that's just an ego thing. Oh, that's another thing that she won? James Egan presented Harmony Cobel something or other fellowship, something or other. Nah, can't make that out. Well, that's her thing. That's what she won for it. Some sort of book full of Lumen information by the looks.
Don't tell them I was here.
I would never bear falsity to a steward of the Egans.
Alright, whatever.
There was no town before the factory. And what about your own employer?
Lumen manifesting towns.
My designs! Circuit blueprint, base code, overtime contingency.
Whoa.
James Egan was the inventor.
So I've heard.
What? Wow, so no wonder she feels so entitled at Lumen. I've paused a bunch of these to try and read them. I can't make out shit. I don't know if it's me today or if this is deliberately made hard to read. I reckon if I could, like, enhance the image and, like, turn up the contrast or something, I could probably make it out, so I don't know.
Why have you never spoken of this?
Because she's brainwashed by Lumen. What? You fucking bitch!
I hope you die as painfully as she did.
I mean, my knowledge of this lady's limited, but I'm...
Her hand that removed the tube, not mine.
Oh, God.
Filled with malice and resentment.
Oh, listen to you.
You are a weed, just as she was.
Wow, old lady. Is it gonna be Milchik on his Milchik cycle? Are Milchik and Cobel gonna team up? Because they're both pretty disenfranchised with Lumen at the moment. What the fuck are you gonna do?
Come tame these tempers of assholes.
So listen, Mark has been reintegrating?
We're a copy.
But listen, we want to try something else.
Is Mark with you?
Yes.
Put him on.
What is happening here?
Tell me everything.
Ooh, alright. So this was the Emancipation of Harmony Cobel episode? Got my eyes on you. I hear you, son. I just want to take a moment to shout out Manuel Campuzano, who did the voice of Mark in the Spanish dubbed version.
I think Cobel is one of several promising people who were sort of co-opted and taken away from this town.
Right, okay.
And seeing what their effect is on the real world and what they leave in their wake.
The town is older than I remembered. Frailer.
That was
So that's not Harmony Cobel just going back there being a complete asshole. That's her going back there just unable to process things like manners and politeness because she's just overwhelmed with the magnitude of what she's seeing.
Do you find sympathy for a character like Harmony Cobel? For something like that, you have to go back to when she was a child and ask the question, who hurt her?
Hey, you know what? I think it worked. I do feel a bit of sympathy for Cobel at the end of this episode, especially all that business with her mum being the only one in the family that was like, nope, I'm not into this, I hate it, it's bullshit, it sucks. And seeing her, I'm guessing her sister was just a harrowing experience. As a viewer, it was a harrowing experience. You can only imagine what that would be like for somebody with the emotional complexities of a Harmony Cobel.
I think when you have ideology blending with religion or structure, sometimes you really like that as a kid that grew up in chaos. And yet you may have complicated feelings because...
Yep, I agree.
There was a lot of crazy change in weather, lots of wind. But I thought it was nice to work with.
Looking forward to it. Jessica Lee Gagne, you did a great episode last week as well, by the way.
That Harmony had grown up there. It was so cold and icebergs are floating by.
Good point. It is very Cobel, isn't it?
Harmony's inner landscape.
Yeah.
My designs! Circuit blueprint!
I can't believe she tried to throw him in the fire. That was nuts. Alright, so that was very much the Cobel show on this one. And so, are we just going to call that a full babyface turn? Is she now just firmly on the side of Mark and Devon? What's the relationship with Devon and Cobel? That's what I really want to know. Why would Devon jump? I guess she wants to save Mark's life, but why would you go to the enemy that clearly doesn't give a shit whether people live or die and ask them for help with that? That's the one thing that I just can't quite figure out. It's made me hyper suspicious of Devon, and up until that point I was just loving that character and was watching the show through that character's eyes. Now I don't know what to think, and we got a tiny bit of goats in this one. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments, because I had to really think back to how long this story has been going, and it was a few episodes ago where we saw, it was like, what, maybe 2 entire episodes ago was the last time we saw Cobel. And I like that they did the thing where she gets to the town and she seems to be incredibly hostile, where we as the audience kind of don't realize that's just how her personality is. But this episode felt very contained. I feel like for this show, something like Harmony Cobel, you know, having this change of heart is something that should be dragged out across episodes. And it was, but it was dragged out across episodes with a massive gap in the middle. So I'm glad this episode was all about Cobel and that we got, you know, way more resolution of that. But it did seem to be a very nice, neat little package, which I don't know if that's luring me into a false sense of security, because this show makes me paranoid and I don't know what the hell's going on half the time. But I like the motivation that Cobel, after working for Lumen for however long it's been, clearly probably since she was a teenager is my guess. All the confidence and, you know, faith that she has built up and reinforced over the years, now just completely gone with the realization of like, hang on a second, they are taking advantage of me. They are taking advantage of everybody that they're doing business with. So I'm hoping that it's a total babyface turn, because Patricia Arquette, other than the fact she is an incredibly striking actor and a very good actor as well, I'm totally fascinated with the character of Harmony Cobel and have been since the show started. She's kind of popped in and out at times, so I've never really had a lot of time to really think about that character and what I think about the actor and the performance and everything like that. But Patricia Arquette is very, very engaging, and this makes me want to go and watch other movies or maybe even a TV show that has her in it. So if there's a good Patricia Arquette movie out there that you recommend, please let me know in the comments, because there's a very good chance that I might do it, because she really, I mean, stole the show in this one. It was the Cobel show. It was the Cobel report, if you will. But she had an opportunity to be the lead in this episode, and I think she exceeded any expectations that the audience or the filmmakers may have had. So great job with that. And like I say, I love the motivation that she's getting fucked over by him, and she's like, nah. The character of Sissy, she could come back at any time and just devastate the storyline, I feel like. Oh, maybe not. She's a little bit of a recluse off in the old, but I don't know. She's an asshole. She's a real nasty piece of work. Shout out to the actress. I'm sure she's a lovely woman. But the character of Sissy Cobel, shithead. Brainwashed shithead. I don't know what's going on with I guess the thing with the drugs, the guy selling drugs is really just trying to illustrate how devastated the town is in terms of, like, there's just no economy there, there's just nothing anywhere. Salt Neck, I think it was called. I hope we find out more about that little town. And in terms of music on the show, I mean, we've heard music played on the show. Like, in terms of, when I say played on the show, I don't mean the soundtrack. So I don't mean like a song that plays out over the credits or anything like that. I mean music that is being heard by the characters in the show. Are there any legitimate real-world artists that we have seen acknowledged by the characters in the show? I love the questions that this show brings up. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. Alfred still hasn't arrived, so I'll get this edited as soon as I can. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and go to patreon.com/FWCI if you do want to support the channel further. I just finished reacting to Nathan For You Series 4, which is the final season. By the way, the rehearsal Series 2 comes out April the 20th. I'll be reacting to that as well. But the final episode of Nathan is Finding Francis. If you know what that episode is, you know what I'm talking about. I did a full-length version of it. It's up on Patreon. I put that one up on the early access tier as well, so the $5 tier will get you access to the full-length versions of Series 4 of Nathan For You. Finding Francis was fucking insane. And as always, everyone, be well, stay safe, don't plagiarize anybody's mind control devices. See you in the next video. Peace.